whatever she decides next. Has the ability to impact an entire country in ways no one could ever imagine.
Buying Team Namibia is a choice you make for us, not just for you. Join the 2.5 million strong team that grows stronger with every single Team Namibia purchase. Team Namibia. Together, our future is brighter.
Coming to you from our Eros Park studios in Namibia's capital, Windhoek, this is the Monday edition of Primetime News. Much appreciated for making a date with me. I'm Michael Madimba. In tonight's lead, President Dr. Hage Geingob this morning conducted a press briefing at State House, during which he discussed some of the significant events and accomplishments of his office throughout the year, under the theme, Year of Revival. Let's now listen to a portion of the Head of State's address.
Therefore, our multilateral and bilateral relations must be strong for us to ensure a future of shared prosperity and peace. In that vein, I participated at the beginning of this year in African Union 36th Ordinary Session of Assembly of Heads of State in Kampala, in Addis Ababa, whereby I had consultations with the Secretary General of the United Nations on the issue of Democratic Republic of Congo, within a broader context of the peace, security, cooperation framework for DRC in a region. DRC issue is still outstanding. DRC is changing from having this partner. East Africa has now been asked to leave. SADC is supposed to come in. I said we're not going to send our troops. We don't have means for that. But South Africa and them have agreed to send the troops. So it's a question of changing from East Africa now to kick out. We're going to get SADC. I hope we're not going to be kicked out. So those who are going to provide troops are ready to do that maybe. But we pledge to support financially where we can.
Staying with the presidency, President Dr. Hage Geingob recently joined Namibians and the rest of the world in commemorating the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. In a statement issued by the presidency, Geingob noted that Namibia has made significant strides in addressing violence against women and girls through the Combating of Domestic Violence Act and the Affirmative Action Act.
Geingob said these laws aim to protect victims, promote gender equality and ensure women's representation in decision-making. The government has also raised awareness through campaigns, workshops and educational programs and developed a national action plan on gender-based violence to expand support services and improve data collection. Geingob said the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare, along with various stakeholders, continue to spearhead initiatives aimed at preventing violence against women and girls. The president said they have established specialized units within the Namibian police force to deal with gender-based violence. Therefore, they must stand united in their efforts to create a world where women can live free from fear, discrimination and violence. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
From the presidency to the eastern parts of the country, the Omaheke region is the only region that achieved 100% for implementing the Health Promoting Schools initiative, also known as HPSI, as the program's coverage encompassed all the 47 schools in the region. Now, the schools comprising public and private schools from primary to secondary were recently recognized for improving health standards through this initiative. These were the sentiments of Pio Nganate, governor of the Omaheke region, during an award ceremony at Gobabis. Nganate underscored health and education as key elements of socio-economic development for any country in the quest of achieving national visions. Our Omaheke region correspondent Ovahua Kuiyama filed this report.
Nganate said good health is a prerequisite for national development in their quest for the achievement of Vision 2030. Health and education are fundamental. In this regard, it has to be appreciated that effective learning and engaged participation in important school activities depend on good health of every school-going Namibian. Nganate said as spaces where the majority of Namibian children and young people spend the better part of their year, schools create a unique opportunity to improve both the education and health status of learners throughout the nation. He stressed that the Omaheke region now is celebrating 100% coverage of the health promoting schools initiative, the first region to have achieved this status, adding it is evident that the region's joint multi-sectoral response to this initiative is reaping good results. Nganate urged everyone involved in the program not to be a weak link in the process, but continue to play the critical role they are playing in the HPSI to maintain the momentum of 100% coverage in the whole region. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Now, in an intelligence-led operation by the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism together with the Namibian Police Force, 2 suspects were arrested in possession with 15 elephant tusks at Namandumo village, Malengalenga area in the Zambezi region. According to available intel, 7 suspects were just returning from Botswana on a poaching expedition when they were intercepted. The other 5 suspects managed to escape the arrest. According to the ministry's spokesperson Rome Myunda, this is the second incident in less than a week in which a large number of elephant tusks were seized and suspects arrested in the Zambezi region. The first incident took place on the 24th of November where 24 tusks were recovered and 1 suspect arrested. Your top roundup is up next with the business segment thereafter. Welcome to Primetime Biz, your leading source for all updates business related. The Minister of Finance and Public Enterprises intends to implement what it calls a new game plan, aimed at enhancing the effectiveness of state-owned enterprises, also known as SOEs, with a particular focus on board's performance. Minister Ipumbu Shimi revealed the plan during the Public Enterprises Conference held at Grossbarman this past week, noting it will include the recruitment of experienced individuals to serve as board members of SOEs and measuring their performance.
Shimi acknowledged that the government as a shareholder has been inactive in the management of public enterprises. We have to up our game in terms of board recruitment to ensure that we have experienced people on boards, experienced board chairpersons, people who are really going to make sure that the board is not fighting but is providing leadership and oversight. There is always healthy debate and healthy conflict, but if the conflict is going to destroy the organization, then there is a lack of leadership, Shimi said. The ministry is also going to strengthen training and development as well as the evaluation of board members. The minister said the key performance indicators are going to be part of the performance agreements that the ministry is going to sign with the state-owned enterprises boards. We also want to see the remuneration of your executives pegged to performance management. It can't just be that we are going to receive bonuses. These bonuses must be backed up by a clear indication of performance, said Shimi. The ministry is also going to enforce compliance with the Public Enterprises Governance Act of 2009. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Deputy Prime Minister Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah outlined the activities of the Office of the Prime Minister over the past year. The Deputy Prime Minister revealed that her office conducted consultations to revise the maternity leave policy for public servants in order to alleviate their burden. She further revealed the introduction of paternity leave for civil servants. Let's have a listen.
Hence, the Office of the Prime Minister, through consultations, has come up with a review on the maternity leave. And this has been finalized. It was brought to Cabinet and is approved. I'm sure the public servants, they know that currently the maternity leave under the Social Security, there is a cap that when you go on maternity leave, you could only get 15,000 per month. And according to the law, then you have to take a leave. And when you are on leave, you will not get your basic salary from the government because you are to be taken care of by the Social Security. This has been found to be very difficult. Therefore, the Office of the Prime Minister worked on to all the modalities, and then now the Cabinet has decided that the government has to top up the payment, the difference between the basic salary the female staff is getting and what they are getting from the Social Security. The decision also went further because whatever we do, the care and the protection of the child is always our priority as a government, as a nation. Therefore, the government then decided to introduce a paternity leave to public civil servants subjected to conditions. And finally, from a president on that particular issue of maternity, the government has decided to increase the weeks from 12 to 14. So this only applies to civil servants, but we are aware that the Social Security Commission, they are also in the process to review the issue of maternity leave.
My colleague Chekonia Nehemia is on standby with the latest sports update. But first, let's now consult the weather oracle.
Welcome to Sport Planet, your destination for all things sporting action. I'm Jaconia Nehemia. Roundup-based Premiership team Julinho Sporting secured 4 points out of a possible 6 on the road during rounds 10 and 11 of the 2023-2024 Debmarine Namibia Premiership in Windhoek. On Saturday and Sunday, Julinho Sporting earned 4 valuable points from their fixtures against Tigers and Civics respectively at the Independence Stadium. In their fixture against Tigers, the Roundup-based outfit salvaged a single point after coming from behind to equalize in the second half. Despite Tigers opening the scoring early in the second half, Julinho managed to share the spoils after being awarded a penalty. In their second fixture of the weekend, Julinho managed to collect maximum points against Civics, who struggled during the weekend. The win against Civics catapulted them to 10th on the log, tied on 11 points with Civics, just below them on 11th. On to the game of bats and wickets. The national senior cricket team, the Eagles, are still on course of qualifying for the 2024 International Cricket Council, also known as ICC Men's T20 World Cup, after successfully winning their third match in Windhoek on Saturday. The T20 World Cup tournament will be conjointly held in the USA and West Indies from the 4th to the 30th of June 2024, with 20 teams competing for top honors. The host Namibia has thus far managed to put up impressive displays, winning their opening 3 matches in the competition last Wednesday, Friday and Saturday at the Wanderers Sports Field in Pioneers Park, Windhoek. Now, since the competition kicked off, Namibia has been on top of their game, showing few weaknesses as they outclassed competition favourites Zimbabwe on Wednesday, then got the best of Uganda with a 6-wicket victory. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. This is where we dock for the night. Do make a date with us again tomorrow. Before I sign out, a reminder that to stay abreast with developments within and beyond our borders, do follow the on-screen prompts to be subscribed to our channel. Feel free to interact with us in the comment section. Otherwise, from myself, Jaconia Nehemia, and my production architects that ensure this production comes to life, it's good night.